What is up, Jags fans? Thank you for joining on a Monday night Jaguars United live show. We got some news coming in like literally moments ago. Like YouTube wasn't like working for a second, and maybe John Gruden crashed the internet. I don't know what happened, but Gruden out of Las Vegas. I mean, that's some big news. We'll get into that for sure. Before we get into that, make sure that you follow the Twitter, Jaguars_United, Instagram, Jaguars United _. I don't post a lot of pictures on Instagram, but I do a lot of stories. So if you're interested in some stories, go follow that, and then I'll be posting them pretty frequently on there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And man, like what just happened? Like I'm in here, I got the tape loaded up, I got everything ready to go from the game film, and then I'm literally starting the stream up. I'm updating Twitter. I'm watching the Rays get killed by the Red Sox on one screen, and I'm reading John Gruden getting fired on the other screen, like or parting ways. I mean, I don't know if it's fired or what. Like I don't know what's going on, but man, that's crazy. I tweeted kind of like I didn't know the whole story. I tweeted that like as soon as the John Gruden news came out that we would not see like Urban in the news anymore, right? Like that story now trumped the national media story. And I mean, this is the best thing that's ever happened to Urban Meyer. I mean, are you kidding me? Like the timing of this is just absolutely perfect for Urban. I like John Gruden, and I wonder who's going to take. Is Gus Bradley going to take over? Have they named a replacement head coach? I mean, there's a good chance that former Jaguar coach Gus Bradley takes over as interim, and there's a good chance that former Jaguars offensive coordinator Greg Olsen could take over as interim. It's crazy right now, man. It's crazy out there, man. And what's crazy is this stuff happened like years ago, like 2011. I know a lot of people are saying get over it and all that, but if Gruden retired or quit or whatever, there must have been some pretty bad things coming down the pipe. There's got to be. The Raiders are just now starting to kind of get some momentum, too. They're just now starting to be good. They're just now starting to get some wins together. Man, I don't know, man. That's crazy. That is totally crazy. Yeah. Well, let's get to summary. This show, if it's your first time watching the show, this show is by fans for fans, and I like to get to the comments. I want to hear you guys' reaction. Let me know what you guys think is going on with the future of the Jaguars. My last video was about the future of Urban Meyer, and I kind of gave you my thoughts on Urban Meyer and the whole scandal and all of those things, and it was my most thumbs down show ever. And you know what? Part of me was okay with that because I let it all hang out. I pretty much told everyone that I don't care about what happens. I don't care about his personal life. I just want him to win games. That's okay. I mean, look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I do want to get to some of these comments. Moon Illusion says, yo, yo, yo. Harley Morel says, John Gruden just resigned. Moon Illusion says John Gruden just resigned. Wow. DJM says Jason-san. What's up, DJM? Harley Morel, we back though. Hey, you know who didn't resign? Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is still hey, Urban don't care. Are you kidding me? He'll bring in a racist strength coach. He'll overlook his coach hitting his wife. Urban doesn't care, bro. He's not going to quit over something like that. Harley Morel says it's been sad lately being a Jag, not going to lie. Yeah, it's been kind of sad, but the games have been fun. I mean, I've had fun going to the games. I mean, it sucks to lose, but we are going to get into some film breakdown because I do think there was some good, and I think there's definitely some bad. The good coming mainly from Trevor Lawrence and James Robinson. The bad coming from everyone else, I guess would be fair to say. Rays, I hope poor Rays. I mean, I literally have it on. Actually, I had to close out of this because YouTube was messing up. I know what was going on, so I gotta pull it up on my phone here. Gruden just resigned, says Robert Atzert. Harley Morel says he's trying to be positive. LMAO. I'm depressed. I'm crying in my bathroom, but thanks for confirming. LOL. DJM says, fun fact, Trevor Lawrence is 0-5 his first 5 career starts. Gardner Minshew went 1-4 his first career starts. I'm not saying Trevor ain't it. I just want Gardner hate to stop at UCF. Oh, wow. Shots fired. I don't think it's fair to compare them to. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is much, much better. Jacob says the Jaguars and Lions are fighting for the number 1 pick. What's sad is Dan Campbell. I mean, he's like the total opposite of Urban Meyer. I mean, he's up there crying in press conferences, and that team's bad too. I mean, they're just 2 bad teams. DJM says also Minshew won against the Titans. Jesus is King says, why did he quit? Talking about John Gruden. Well, I guess in 2011 there was some leaked emails about some misogynist, racist things, and it kind of got. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think there was some sort of like, blackmail happening? Like someone was like, "Hey, Urban, I'm gonna leak this email unless you give me like $5 million," and he's like, "No, I don't care, leak it." And now he's having to quit. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Peen Penguin says, "What's up, Jason? What's up, Peen Penguin?" Rays says, we are getting murdered. I know, dude. It's sad. But it's the Rays' own fault. They went out there and they traded all their pitchers because they got this staple of rookies that are really good. I mean, they're good pitchers, but the rookies can't pitch in the playoffs. I mean, they have no experience. Washington State Jags fan says, "What's up?" He gives me the workout emoji. I mean, I did a little bit of legs today. You can't see the pump going for sure. I did a little cardio today, which is unlike me for sure. All right, let's jump into some film here. I know y'all don't want to. Y'all are tired of hearing me talk. Okay, so I don't even know what I want to start with here. All right, let's start with a little J-Rob. Everyone likes J-Rob. Am I right? So it's no secret that I'm a huge fan of the inside zone. I mean, I harp on it every time. I mean, one of the things I was most pumped about was that Urban Meyer was going to come in and bring the inside zone. He ran at Ohio State. He ran at Florida. Basically just meaning he's going to run in shotgun. He's going to hand the ball to the running back, and the running back's going to try to find a gap somewhere inside the tackles. I think that's the way the NFL is going with running. It's either that or it's passing. So, I mean, teams, you can get to the outside. I mean, Tennessee got to the outside on us a lot last week, but there's so much speed on defenses. Like, if you're going to get yards running the ball, it's almost got to be up the middle nowadays. So I did like this inside zone. I got to give credit to the offensive line. I have to give credit to James Robinson here. I've been all about Trevor getting throws and snaps because I want Trevor to develop, but I like this here, okay? So we were in this tight formation. It's 7-0. Jags, this is obviously after the Jags threw to Dan Arnold and he fumbled, and the fumble got picked up and returned for a touchdown. It was obviously after that. So I like how they didn't get away from their game plan, right? In the past, we've seen them come out and start throwing, and like kind of Trevor starts throwing and get behind the chains, but they stuck to their game plan here. 2nd and 5. This would be a down that I would probably expect Trevor to test the defense deep. I think Tennessee's kind of daring them to do it, but they're going to stick with their game plan. They're going to run a nice inside zone right here. Robinson's going to get to the B gap. Look, I've always said James Robinson, like, his best ability is that, like, second level burst. Like, the guy has when he gets in the gap, he's patient. Right here, he sees the gap, and he's able to kind of hit the jets. And he's not going to, like, outrun everyone on the defense, but he's going to outrun you to the angle. You know, I mean, I actually like Tennessee's defensive backs. I think they're pretty talented players. But I love the fact that James Robinson can hit the gap. He can get, I mean, I know everyone loves James Robinson. It's no secret that James Robinson's a good player. But, I mean, I really liked this play because it showed him getting to that second level. And as soon as he did, look at this end zone film here, okay? You got a little combo block here. Cam Robinson, I don't think had a great game. Andrew Norwell, this was Linder, obviously, before he got hurt. They do a little combo block. This linebacker just takes the wrong read. This linebacker should have been patient. He tried to make a play. He had to know he was getting help from 51 coming down in these gaps. I mean, 1, 2, 3. He should have maintained gap integrity. Robinson realized that he didn't keep gap integrity. He's going to stick his right foot in the dirt, and then he's just going to get upfield. Love how he beats 31 to the angle, but again, Robinson's not going to beat you to the end zone. But this second level speed right here, I love it. Maybe got a little bit of help from the Titans player there, but great play. Got us in position to ultimately score. So, kudos to James Robinson. I really think he had a great game. Obviously, I mean, whenever you go for, what do you go for, 150 yards? It just, it doesn't always translate to points. Like, I know people want to talk about how Darrell Bevell is the problem. I saw, Brent Martineau tweet today that Bevel's not the problem. He's 8 yards per play. And okay, you want to, but what makes a good offensive coordinator isn't his yards per play. What makes a good offensive coordinator is being able to score points. And you can blame it on the kicker, or you can blame it on penalties. An offensive coordinator's got to score points. Look, if you get to the red zone and you can't punch it in, I mean, we had so many plays inside the 5-yard line, like way too many plays. You notice what Tennessee did? I mean, Tennessee scored every time. Like, good teams get in the end zone. And I'm really not even blaming Bevel. Like, he could have done a better job. I know people want to, like, blame somebody. He could have done a better job. But the real problem with this team is that we just have no talent. Like, we just don't have any good players on this team. Like, that's what the Lions and us have in common. We just have absolutely no talent. We have no. You look at the Titans up and down, man. They got stars on offense and defense. I mean, the Jaguars. I mean, they got Trevor, who's not even a star yet. James Robinson's a star. I mean, but that's it. It's just not a lot of talent. Not a lot of talent. Jersey Jaguar says, "Talk me down from the ledge." It's early, bro. It's early. It's early. Like, just let the process happen. We knew it wasn't going to happen overnight. Waves to Wilderness, Jay Sleaze. Oh, that's funny there. That's funny. Old Matty boy breaking up an old nickname from the past there. Jesus is King says, "I love Dan Arnold pickup. It looks like our best tight end since Julius Thomas." Besides the fumble, right? I mean, the fumble what killed us. And I mean, I guess the call could have gone either way, to be fair. But it just... man, that really set us back. I mean, that was huge. I mean, I knew it at the first minute of the game. I mean, it happened in the end zone. I was sitting in. I just was like, sweet. Like, this is how the game starts. And I have like people want to get into Urban's like game management. I got a problem with one thing, and that I'll show you in a second. UCF Jaguars says, "Jason's fans stand up." I don't know what that means, but appreciate it. Robert Astor, "You see Henry tell Robinson to keep it up, and he's balling." Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. Like, you know, Henry had a good game. Robinson had a good game. But, like, your running backs having a good game doesn't translate to wins. Like, the Titans lost to the Jets last week, and Derrick Henry had, like, 180 all-purpose yards. Like, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. You need your quarterback to have a good game. That's the truth of the matter, unfortunately. Shay J. What's up, Shay? Shay says, "What's up, Jason? Side note, John Gruden fired as Raiders coach just now." I did see that. I kind of opened the show with that. It was kind of surprising that it happened. And look, what I said was like, something's probably going to come out from that email that's not good. And you know what? I used to feel sorry for these guys that get like retroactively in trouble from things they did like 10 years ago. I used to when I was younger. But like in 2011, I wasn't doing anything stupid like that. I wasn't saying anything stupid like that. So maybe he should deserve all the smoke that he's getting. I don't know. It's not me. I mean, I would hate to be in his situation. Ray says, "We're second in yards per carry and 7th in rush yards, but only 22nd in rush attempts. Just shows how efficient our group is." But you got to remember, I don't think it's really fair to kind of cherry pick those three stats. Like, in no way am I saying we shouldn't run the ball more, because obviously we should. But I just think you could read a little bit too much into those stats. I mean, how many times did we not convert on, how many times did we get a penalty and then we're in 3rd and long? You can't run the ball in 3rd and long, even 2nd and long. I mean, we've recently been running it a lot more. We're behind the chains a lot. I mean, penalties have a big part to do with it. And at the same time, you got those first couple games, we didn't run the ball at all. So, I mean, we've kind of done a better job balancing it the last couple weeks, I think. And I think we have a fair shot, honestly, this week at Miami. I mean, again, look, the thing is, like, we're losing these games, but like we're in them. I mean, there's hope. Each game, there's hope. Remember last year, there was no hope. I didn't even want to go to the games. I barely even wanted to watch the games last year. There's no hope. There's hope with this team. Trevor's a good quarterback. He's going to be good. I think we have a chance against the Dolphins. And before I forget, we're having a little watch party this Sunday. So if you're in Jacksonville, the game's obviously 9:30 a.m. Eastern time here in Jacksonville. If you're in Jacksonville, we're going to go to Philly's Finest in Jax Beach. I talked to the owner on Sunday, and they're going to open up just for us. So it's going to be just us at Philly's Finest, okay? It is an Eagles bar, but, I mean, it's going to be just us in there. They have a great TV setup, food, drinks, all that stuff. So if you're in Jacksonville, you want to just come watch the game. I mean, I was already texting some people, and they're like, yeah, we'll be there. So it's going to be a good time. If you're in Jacksonville, make sure that you show up. It's going to be a fun little watch party. And who knows? Maybe we'll win. Let's get to another clip here. This is a film breakdown, and people are always like, you called it a film breakdown, but you didn't do any film breakdowns. Okay, I got you. Here I am. Okay, this is one of my favorite plays. And here we go. Sorry. All right. So, like, I didn't know if I liked this or not when it happened, to be completely honest with you. This was, like, our second touchdown of the game. And as you can see, it's 4th and goal. Like, we had a lot of plays inside the 10-yard line here. So this is our fourth play. We cannot score a touchdown. I think the third down play before, we just ran the ball. We got stuffed at the 1-yard line. And here we are on 4th and goal. Now, I was sitting in the stands, and I was like, Trevor needs to run a quarterback power. I mean, he's lined up in empty set. Okay, empty set. He's got tight end on the line of scrimmage and empty set. 2x2. I'm thinking quarterback power all the way. Apparently the Titans were too. Okay. 4th and goal. This was a pretty ballsy call, boys. I am not even gonna lie. This was pretty ballsy. I'm gonna let this one play out. Low snap. Come on, Linder. Like, that's your 4th and goal play? like it worked. It worked. Nice catch. Hollister, nice catch. But that's your 4th and goal play? When you need to score, you need 1 yard. Your play is, I'm going to throw a corner route to a tight end that we signed a couple weeks ago. And look, the matchup was there. It was great. He had the matchup on a linebacker. You got to have a lot of faith in a rookie quarterback making this throw and a young tight end, not young, but a new tight end to the team executing this route here. I mean, Titans sold out to stop the quarterback power. They're bringing 6 guys on 6 guys. They are selling out here against the quarterback power. They're leaving their linebackers and corners one-on-one. He's at a huge disadvantage here. If they would have dropped him into zone, he played outside leverage, one play call different, and now they don't convert. Great route, great catch. I just was very surprised. I did not see that play coming. I mean, a lot of things have to go right there for that to work. I mean, that's a ballsy call there. I mean, I will. That's a ballsy call for sure. Let's see what else here. What else can we show? Let's show some good here. All right. This was another one of my favorite throws from Trevor Lawrence. Let's see here. There we go. All right. This was another play that when I was watching in this stadium, I just was like, dude, we have a star quarterback. I hope you guys, that's what I was talking about. That's the hope that comes with it. We have a star quarterback. The reads and the throws and the instincts, the pocket presence that this guy has is remarkable. I mean, I haven't seen poise like his in the pocket in a long time. It's very rare. I mean, he's definitely a star quarterback. We got to get him some help. I mean, I think we're all kind of hoping he has the Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray career trajectory, and if he does, we're fine, right? So here we're lined up in a nice little 11 personnel. We're trying to sneak a tight end in over here, right? 2 tight end sets. 2 tight end sets to the field. Not a huge fan of this because I don't necessarily think that we have the best tight ends. I mean, I think this is Manhurts, and I want to say this is Hollister. It could be Arnold, though. So he's going to put Robinson in motion here. Okay, I was kind of expecting a run here. You got numbers. You got 2 tight ends and a tackle that could literally seal this off. I mean, this would be a good situation to run the ball, and that's what I think's coming pre-snap. Trevor's going to get the snap, another low snap, good Lord, and play action fake. The instincts to baseball turn that on the run, rolling out left and to hit Tavon Austin is what? Excuse me? How many quarterbacks in the NFL are doing this? Please tell me how many when I saw this happening in real time, I was thinking there's no way Trevor makes that throw. He's rolling out. I'm like, Taven's wide open, right? You can see him a mile away, but I'm like, there's no way he makes that throw. But the dude is baseball turns, opposite shoulder. Tavon Austin's just going to be sitting here in a little curl route. Makes a great play to not get tackled. Stutter step. It might have worked in college, my guy, but that's it. Just the throw alone from Trevor. I talked about Trevor's ability to throw on the run and throwing off balance is elite. You see it here. He's in a pretty bad position here. He's running for his life, and look at this body control, bro. His back elbow and his front knee are 12 and 6. This is you cannot teach this type of extension. You have to be born with this. You really do. And that's what makes Trevor special, is that he can make that throw. And, that could be our quarterback for a long time. If we get him some help and we, get some people around him who actually could make him better, think how good Trevor could be. and think how good this franchise could be. I don't know, man. I find myself excited every single week because of Trevor Lawrence. I really do. Like, I really think he's that good. I'm not worried about anything else. I'm not worried about Urban. I'm not worried about whatever else is going on. We got Trevor, and I'm happy. All right, let me get to some more of these comments here, and then we'll get back to some more film. DJM says, Tony is looking good for the Giants, except when he's swinging on people. DeMonte Casey, who just let me say for a moment, DeMonte Casey is the dirtiest player in the NFL. I mean, I feel like every time I'm watching him play, he's injuring a player. He legit. I've seen him like end the season of multiple different players. I really dislike DeMonte Casey. The way he plays, he's super dirty. Bleeds with his helmet constantly. When he played for the Falcons, I couldn't even stand watching him play. And of course, that's the guy that Tony gets in a fight with. Like, doesn't surprise me at all. Robert Ashford says, QB sneak. Damn, Brady still does it at 44. Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted to see the QB sneaks, and I don't blame you. I mean, they work. I mean, when do QB sneaks not work? It's super rare, especially a guy like Trevor who's huge. John Plache says, I swear I've seen one running back screen in 5 weeks. They did run a tight end screen. I didn't clip it, but I remember turning to my buddy and being like, is that the first tight end screen that we've seen like in like 7 years around here? Like, when's the last time you saw a tight end screen? And it worked. It worked beautifully. So just good to see. Josh says, would I like to see our offense run through Laviska? I would like to see our offense run through Laviska and J-Rob. Yeah, it was kind of sad to see Laviska kind of get going late. I kind of feel like he's a guy that was going to help the team early in the season, and for whatever reason just hasn't gotten involved. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem there. Maybe there's some injuries that we don't know about. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just going to check on this race score here because I did have to close it, unfortunately. 3-5. All right, we're coming back, boys. We're coming back. We got this is an elimination game for us if we lose. I really didn't want to play the Red Sox. I mean, I hate playing the Red Sox. They play us so well. Nolly Full Cap says, can't hang tonight, but wanted to drop by and drop some member emojis. If you see that, Nolly is able to put emojis in the chat because he's a member. That's what members can do. I appreciate it, Nolly. I'm sure you'll catch the game, or you'll catch the show in the morning. A lot of people do catch it. I wake up to all of London, England, and all of England. I don't know where they live. I tried to figure it out, but I wake up to their responses, and it's usually pretty good. Patrick Long says, I can't believe we only got Laviska the ball one time. Yeah, the breakdown in touches from our wide receiver was a little disturbing. Dan Arnold leading the team in receptions. Just not what you want to see. I mean, Laviska had one catch. I mean, Marvin Jones had like one catch. I mean, it wasn't a good management of the ball. And I don't know why. I mean, Taven Austin got a lot of, did well. I mean, it makes no sense. I don't know. DJM says it's better than Trevor running it. He keeps doing it. He's bound to get injured. Well, I mean, you can't play scared. But Patrick Long says it's crazy to think how much Yannick brought to the table. I guarantee he would have had 3 sacks yesterday. I did see that the Titans have allowed the least amount of sacks in all of the NFL, mainly because they run the ball a lot and you don't get sacks on run plays. That probably has a lot to do with it. But at the same time, come on, like do something. CJ DSO, Jags United, John Gruden just resigned. I know. That's crazy to think, too. I mean, he was the highest paid coach in the NFL, right? I guess it just goes to show you can't have that big of a scandal. Getting a lap dance from co-ed, that's fine. But don't be racist. Don't be racist. And again, like, dude, don't be. Like, I kind of don't really have any sympathy for that behavior. Like, I have sympathy for Urban's behavior. I mean, you guys are all hating on Urban, but how many of you, honestly, and maybe I'm wrong, I just feel like the majority of you guys in the chat would probably have acted similar than Urban did. I don't know. You might have been smarter and not allowed someone to film you. That might have been the difference. Jesus is king. This game is getting slower for T-Law. Dude, it definitely seems like every week he's getting better. No doubt about that. Again, every game is like is pretty sick. CJ DSO, yep. John Gruden just resigned. Dustin Collins, what's up, Jags United? Dude, what up, Dustin? I'm glad that you're here. Bradley Rorick, if Meyer and this season goes down in flames, Gruden as our new head coach. Oh, Lord. I like his energy. He might be a good Okay, so you want Urban to go from a coach that he's paying $8 million to a coach he's going to pay $10 million to. So he's just going to get the highest paid head coaches in NFL history back to back. I don't think John Gruden's coaching ever again. I don't think you resign in this manner. Dude, the guy had success in the booth. He's going to go back to the booth. He'll be fine. UCF Jaguars says Seattle. Looking over. Yeah, there's a rumor that UCF Jaguar and me are going to the Seattle game. Rumor right now. Kev B says the Marquise Lee hit was trash. Okay, so he's the one that hit Marquise Lee. Right. There's a bunch of players. Bro. I mean, DeMonte Casey, dirtiest player in the NFL by a mile. Zach is whack. I was stoked when I saw you pop up my notifications unexpectedly. Yes, sir. I love the breakdowns. Keep on keeping on. That probably leads me into I probably should do some more breakdowns. I appreciate it. Zach is whack. I try to do shows either Monday or Tuesday. And then I try to do a show Thursday or Friday. That's basically what my life has become nowadays. All right. Well, let's pull up something else that's good here. How about that? All right. I'm feeling positive, right? So here we're going to see the defense get involved. And I thought that we did a pretty good job against Derrick Henry most of the game. Like, I know he ended up with a decent amount of yards, but like, Henry's going to get his yards. I don't feel like Henry really, I mean, he had that one touchdown run where he ran in like 15 yards, untouched. That was a little sad to see, but Damian Wilson here, like, okay, he got beat on a drag route pretty bad, but I have it clipped because I don't necessarily think it was all Damian Wilson's fault, to be honest with you guys. I mean, his lack of athleticism definitely shined on that play, but here we're going to see why Damian Wilson was promoted to a starter. This is why Joe Schobert was traded for Damian Wilson. So here, I mean, dude, this is my guy. Was run all the way, bro. Like, if this was a play action, watch him. I mean, has to be a design blitz. I mean, there's no way you commit to it to run this heavy. I mean, he just gets there behind the pulling guard. I mean, I don't know if this was called by Dan Cullen to be a blitz through the B gap, but if it was, I mean, lucky. But this is what he does. He gets in the backfield. He makes a tackle. I mean, tackling Derrick Henry, tackle for loss, is very, very hard to do. Like, it takes a very good tackler to pull something like that off. So I was pretty impressed with that. I'm not going to lie. There is this play. I mean, Wilson got a lot of crap on this play for giving up the drag underneath. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it was all his fault. Like, first of all, like, look where he's lined up pre-snap. I mean, like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what coverage this could be. I mean, they're sending 4. I mean, do they have a middle of the field free safety? I mean, what's Damian Wilson's responsibility here? It can't be man on this outside receiver. I mean, if it is, this is a horrible call by Cullen. I mean, I don't know. So there's Wilson here. This is the guy who's going to get the ball. He's going to run underneath a pick play. I mean, this can't be. I mean, I know he's the first one to react, but that can't be his responsibility. And people want to blame him for that. If they called man in that situation, that's a horrible play call. And they probably didn't call man, and I think someone fell over. Here, I think it was going to show us another angle here. So, like, I don't know what's going on here with Rayshawn Jenkins. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to get a jam and then release, and maybe he can't get off the block. What's going on here with Claybrooks? I mean, he kind of like, I just don't think they would ask Damian Wilson to do this. And if they did, they're dumb. So, I'm okay. Like, I think Damian Wilson's playing better than Miles Jack is right now, to be honest. All right. Here's a play that I liked. We're staying positive here, boys. Oh, I got some negative plays, okay? I'm not delusional. For those of you that think I'm delusional, I'm not. I just want to show you the positive ones first because this is what we do, right? I like this play here. 3rd and 3. Again, another down and distance that I thought the Jags were probably going to do something like short, a drag, a draw, a design quarterback rollout, something to get Trevor moving. Like, not this. Okay, they line up in their 10 personnel. I mean, this is a removed tight end. We'll call it 10 personnel, 1 running back, no tight ends on the line. Trips bunch. You know me. I'm not a huge trips bunch guy, but on 3rd and 3, that's the time to do it. Okay. It's hard to cover a bunch short yardage situation. So 3rd and 3, that's fine. I'll take it. Defense is playing your basic pattern matching. They're going to kind of let the receivers dictate what they're doing. Hope to make a tackle at the line of scrimmage or at the first down marker. So things are pretty well covered here, right? Like this is just going to be your basic in, out, and a corner. So this is a smash concept. You're going to have a guy go straight to the flat, and then you're going to have a guy run a corner behind it. This play is probably designed to hit this flat right here. This is Agnew. It's probably designed to hit this flat. But this is covered really well by the Titans. I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's Janoris Jenkins. I think it's Janoris Jenkins. Christian Fulton's a good corner. I mean, this was covered up pretty well. And Trevor knows that his corner is going to be open. Oh, that release. Trevor's release is so fast. Perfect throw. Perfect throw. I mean, that's it. I mean, Trevor makes the right read here. The corner route. Look, if you're going to play man, you're giving up the out route, and you're giving up the corner. They played, Jackrabbit plays the flat well. He decides to bite on that and gives that up. Great read by Trevor. I mean, that's the type of thing that elite quarterbacks do, is they know and I know it sounds like basic, but not only does he have to make the read, like you can see him anticipating right here. You can see him anticipating what's going to be open before it is. Moves into the pocket. Makes a great throw to Marvin Jones. Drive keeps going. Great catch by Marvin Jones. When it was 3rd and 3, I was not thinking we're going to hit like a 15-yard corner, right? I wasn't. But I'll take it. I will definitely take it. All right, I'm going to get caught up on some of these comments here. Appreciate you guys that are watching and that are here in the comments. I know that there's Monday Night Football on, and I know that there's playoff baseball on, and the Rays are losing 3-5. But I appreciate you guys that are here. It's always fun talking with you guys in the chat. If you're watching this show after the fact, make sure that you subscribe so you get the notification alerts when we do have live shows. Remind everyone we are at Philly's Finest this weekend at 9:30 a.m. to watch the Jags. It's going to be a great time. You're definitely going to want to be there for sure. Getting caught up here. Israel Oteo says the coaching staff is incompetent. How do you not have your best player in the game on 4th down? Yeah, you ideally want James Robinson in there. I was hoping Urban was going to come out and say something like he was a little banged up, he was fatigued. We liked what Hyde had there, but the problem is that the answers that Urban are giving his press conference is like, oh, I didn't even know he was out there. It's like, Urban, dude, like, thank you for being honest, but like not that honest, bro. At least lie to us and tell us that you knew what was going on and you had a reason for it. Like that was the only thing that's like. I'll bring up another issue with Urban here in a second in this film. It's just his I don't know, just like his team management is still like on a college level, and that's expected. I mean, we're beating up the guy for managing the team like a college team when that's what he is. It's going to take time for him to adjust to the NFL, but he will. Robert Atzer, Yannick has been on 3 teams since he left. He ain't all that. Yannick was only good because our front 7 was sick. Okay, that's completely fair. Charlie Boy says, are there any corners that are worth signing? Ours are doo-doo. Corners are hard it's hard. I mean, I've never been big on signing corners because they never seem to play well after they get contract extensions. I mean, just look at what's happened here. AJ Boye, like the second he got paid, I mean, he had one good year and then drops off. I mean, it's not just him, like Patrick Peterson. Like you see, it's just very common. It's not common for them. That's not fair to say they drop off. What's fair, I guess, to say is that it's hard to consistently play at a high level as a corner in the NFL. That's why I think you see teams go for these like young alternatives and bringing guys in that are just like young guys and that are speedy and that are fast. Because it's just so hard. I mean, look at the up and down career Sidney Jones has had. I mean, player after player after player. It's just so hard to play that position. I have to look into it. Excuse me. DJM. Excuse me. I like number 5 from the Rams. We should try to sign him. He's a great corner. Oh, come on, Charlie Boy and DJ. Yeah, you're right. He's very good. Hey, I like Jalen Ramsey. He did his dirty, but he's a fun player to watch. For once, can we win a game? Asked David Bryan. David, I think this is our game. I think this, even though Urban has no experience coaching in London, Miami's not very good. Chazon thumped Derrick Henry on that solo tackle. That was good. I might have missed the comment. Oh, no, here it is. Jesus King says, Chazon had his best game as a pro. He did. He really did. DJM, man, if Clavon can keep this up and Josh come back to his Pro Bowl year. Okay, so Chazon, he did play well, but he's still young and still making some young guy mistakes. And look, he had a lot of good plays. He really did. But this play here, not great, okay? So the Titans are going to line up tight. They got no running back in the backfield. They got Henry here. They've shown a lot in the past of Henry running a jet sweep here. And I don't think he goes in. No, he doesn't go in motion here. But they line this up a lot when I was watching some of the Titans film from the previous games. They'll line this up. They'll put Henry in motion, give it to him on an end around or play action or something like that. So I know that that's kind of what Chazon's thinking. Okay, he has outside contain here. And your rule number one when you're playing the Titans is identify where Derrick Henry is on the field. They identified him here. He's thinking, okay, he's probably going to come across on a jet sweep or something like that. Miles Jack IDs the fact that there might be a guy that's uncovered, right? And we missed a little bit of it here because it didn't clip right in time. But he's trying to tell Chazon to cover the tight end. And Chazon is going to, kind of just play in space. Like I said, I don't know if he was waiting for Henry to come around. But that ain't it, bro. And the defense is mad because, he's covering air. And this is the second time we've seen this. We watched the film from last week. We saw Josh Allen just covering air and doing nothing. He did have a good game, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Chazon because I do think it was his best game, but I don't know. I don't know if this is coaching. I don't know if this – I feel like if I'm a coach, I'm cueing my guy to, not allow a free releasing tight end. Your pre-snap reads, your pre-snap keys are the same every snap. You're looking – when you're a linebacker, you're in coverage – you have to identify where your threats are. He's got 2-3 threats right here. They all go the opposite direction as him. I don't know. What's this guy doing? Playing man? It just seems like half the team's playing man, half the team's playing zone. It's just no one seems to be on the same page here. You even see Wingard there pointing it out, too. Wingard was the one that was trying to tell him, okay. It's just that's the stuff, though. It's the stuff that that's the stuff. All right, so here's what I didn't like. Okay, and I know I'm not quick to jump on the coaches here. I didn't watch the broadcast, so I was at the game, so I didn't get to see this. But look at this is after the Tannehill gets hit as he's throwing. The Jags think they might have been ruled a fumble on the field, and they're going back to review it. They call him incomplete. Look at how the sideline is acting, pre-Urban Meyer challenging this. Just you could watch this back 15 times and watch a different person, and thank God for the get back coach, right? I always sympathize, and maybe Shay J can give us a little bit more insight about what's going on here. But you got the small ball boy. I don't know the politically correct word. Vertically challenged ball boy right here in front of Urban. You have Urban trying to figure out what he's doing. You got players. The crucial. This is the guy. I think he's the strength coach. He's the get back coach right here. He's trying to get everyone back. He's trying to back everyone up. You got players coming in. You got players yelling in his ear. This is not the look of a controlled sideline right here. You got Miles Jack yelling. You got other players yelling. I know that football is an emotional game. I do know that. And I've been on the sidelines of some games. But this is, insane. This is a poor look for Urban. You got your players freaking out. Urban's trying to hear what's going on. People are blaming, and I know this is Urban's fault. People are trying to blame him for not throwing the red. How does he know what's going on? He's got a billion people yelling. He's got injured players out on the field. This is not a good look for this was not a good look for it. I don't know. I got an email. My stream isn't working. Did my stream stop working? Did I show too much of the game? Did they get me? Let's see here. Oh no, rip.